All right, let's get to it's snowy. People are outside enjoying the weather. A lot of schools were canceled today. My kids had a snow day they were very excited about. Joining us now to talk about some of the dangers of this cold weather is our very own fantastic reporter, cool guy. He's got a cool hat on today. Luke Duecy, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Can I come on every day? And I don't have to have a live mic. I was just telling Laura that I just want to watch you guys because I'm laughing over here.
Why?
I've been laughing this whole time.
Well, that's very
You guys are hilarious.
Laughing at them or laughing with them?
With
Either
them.
one's fine.
What does my note say right here?
They are funny, and then you underlined funny like
three times.
That's
very nice. Thank you.
3 times.
Luke, do you have a special message for my mother today?
Happy birthday! I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. Son of the year.
I might text in too on the text line as
you
I'm
should
driving
text
home.
in.
Yeah.
It's important because I have 3 other siblings, and none of them have a radio show that they said happy birthday.
Good for you. Yes.
Always.
Use the platform.
Luke, tell us about this cold driving conditions. What do we do?
What a mess. I've coined the phrase Ice-mageddon. I think I came up with that. I think I have that. I own that today.
That's yours.
It was a mess this morning. Did you all hear about there were like 7 accidents at one point Sully was reporting traffic on 405 alone.
That's when he earns his money days like today.
Totally.
Yep.
And, I drove by the one big one with a tractor trailer that was early this morning.
Is that down Renton?
That was down, it was on 405 in Renton. Yeah, and I was on my way to Auburn, because, we have this thing in news where they tell you early on in the morning or whenever your shift starts, and this is what we do as reporters and journalists, as you all know, but maybe you listening don't. Hey, let's find out where the worst case scenario is. It's Auburn. It's icy. It's horrible. There are chances you could slide out and crash and fall into a ravine and no one will find you for a couple of days, but go there. Go there.
Man on the
and
street.
do that.
Yeah, that's great.
And I actually love doing that. So that's why I have this job. So, but
do they at least send you in a company vehicle? Do we have vehicles for that, or do you take your own?
Here's the funny part. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story about this too. 3 days ago, we planned for this. We planned for these things.
Sure.
And we got a plan and come in and take the company car home and you'll be ready in the morning. And I said, no. I'd rather take my 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive SUV because it doesn't.
I've seen how our engineers maintain our company vehicles, and I feel safer.
I've driven in this vehicle many a time, and so this morning, my morning started out this way. West Seattle, walked outside early morning. It's dark out, and I'm going to my all-wheel drive SUV, and I hit the sidewalk, and ice just zoop, feet out from under me.
You did really? You
yard
fell?
Yard sale. Oh. Except for whatever reason, I held onto my thermos.
Yes. Lifeblood.
Save that. But yard sale. Picked myself up. Called the wife and later on and said, "Hey, honey, it's icy there. Just be careful driving the car." She did the exact same thing.
She fell too.
She fell too.
Do you guys have a ring cam? Can we see video of this?
We don't.
Dude, don't do that.
I would share it.
When's your wife's birthday, by the way? Make sure we cover that.
I got to think. No, I know.
Oh,
dude.
Don't put them on
July 27th. I know that by heart. So, anyways, so then I'm heading out, right? And I-5 was pretty clear. Then I went 167 south, and then I got to Auburn, and I hit C Street, the exit there, and I'm cruising along C Street, and I'm coming up about 30 miles an hour, and I hit this curve in the road, and all of a sudden, my all-wheel drive SUV decides to just start sliding.
Yeah.
And it was enough of a slide where we've all done this at one point in our lives, where you start thinking, okay, I'm going to smash into that or that or that. And you start thinking through scenarios because you're not slowing down.
It's also scary that you have enough time to be thinking of these things because you're not in control of the vehicle at the moment. You're like, where am I going to end up? Let's see. And did you survive? Obviously, you survived.
I didn't wreck, but that was my morning, was go to the worst place possible. And I thought to myself, this is the beginning of the newscast. Am I going to make it through the day? I saw
Washington State Patrol reported that between Sunday morning and yesterday morning, there was 122 accidents just reported. And a lot of people, if you don't run into another car, you might not call might not call the police.
No,
you might just call your insurance company.
The outside rim of an off ramp, and my rims are damaged, but I'm not calling the cops over that.
Do you guys ever? This is a guilty pleasure of mine. But do you guys ever watch YouTube videos of cars? Like, there's some really famous videos, actually, of in Seattle, in Queen Anne.
Counterbalance,
of people going down Queen Anne in the middle of a really bad snowstorm. Every few years, we get enough that somebody, is in danger in their car down those steep hills. Mm-hmm. And they make YouTube videos out of it. And you just watch there and they just pinball down. And it's so much fun to watch. Nobody's getting hurt, seriously. Some cars are getting damaged. And that's whatever. That happens. But as long as people aren't getting hurt, I feel like we can enjoy that, right?
There may have been a discussion in the newsroom this morning, in the wee hours of the morning, of going to that very hill this morning.
The counterbalance, yeah.
We decided on Auburn because it was really bad there and we wanted to help people out. But yes, and one of those hills in Auburn, Lee Hill Road, I drove up that thing this morning. Charlie Harger, who lives there, he's telling me, Luke, go up the hill, go up the hill, go up the hill. So
thanks.
I did. It was fine, but it was so treacherous in Auburn this morning that all the main roads were treated. But if you put two wheels on the shoulders, it was an ice rink. If you walked on the sidewalk or the parking lot, anywhere, and I went to multiple locations, it was an ice rink. It was really scary, and I witnessed one of those accidents that happened where they didn't report it to the cops. It was just they slid right into each other. It was a fender bender.
You're like embarrassed. You just want to get out of there because you're just confused as to how you let it happen.
After your car has slid, yeah.
Or you hit a curve or something.
Shouldn't feel bad about he's a safe driver, Luke Duecy.
He didn't crash.
No,
He's a
that's what
good
I'm
driver.
saying. He recovered completely. Don't feel
I'm
bad.
talking about that person who crashed their car.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
I'd be embarrassed. I've done it too. It's embarrassing. But people can expect more of this weather. We have some more snow in the forecast.
Apparently, it's not over yet. I mean, it could be snowing in Seattle again. Maybe flurries at the least. Flurries
It's
tomorrow
the overnight stuff.
as well.
Once it melts, it's the overnight stuff.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a danger.
Mid to high
And it
20s
refreezes.
every
Yeah.
night this week. Mid to high 20s forecast every night this week. And
Okay.
it's funny because I woke up this morning to no snow, no precipitation in my neighborhood. I didn't know it had snowed last night until I got to the KIRO parking lot and saw other cars with snow on them. I'm like, wow. It's funny how every hill you live on is a different it's by zip code, literally. Who gets snow, who is impacted. I had no impact whatsoever.
It was a weird.
Your kids are home from school?
Yeah.
Right?
Snow day.
I
Very excited.
wouldn't have known.
It was
like
a
Christmas.
weird. It was a weird one this weekend because that's what we got. Because I mean, I can get nerdy and tell you because the warm air from the ocean coming in on the surface level, kind of combated the precipitation, and therefore you didn't know it was. Oh, I was doing
You sound
weather
like a
all weekend.
meteorologist.
I was
Nothing this guy
doing
can't
weather
do.
reports all weekend.
I don't trust meteorologists.
Anyways,
This is a running theme on the show.
It's not over yet, and hopefully it melts and it doesn't freeze again. But you never know, and we will be there, and I will be there. For
Subjecting
when it does.
yourself to the dangers.
That's right. Let's
for our
go for a
KIRO
360 next time.